dim hall, in front of the portrait of Beatrice, Maria was sobbing. Alright everybody, welcome back to some more Umineko. When they cry, still keeping this going, still going on even with the frame rate issues and all that. Yeah, last time we had a lot of Kiria screen time, which she needed badly, you know, and starting to understand the way her way of thinking of everything. You know, we've learned a bit about her as well, and I like that because I think she's the one that needed screen time, and I'm glad we got some for her, you know. So yeah, that's not really the main point of the last part. I mean, it kind of is, but also me and when I say me, I mean Battler. Me and her were discussing. We're discussing the possibility of a 19th person existing and how likely was this Beatrice story with Maria's letter and her being the messenger and all that. That was basically the brunt of last part. That's really all that happened. Other than that, we had... Well, at the start we had a little bit of talk about how depressing it was for Jessica. About how shocked she was that her parents were just like this, and you know, all of her hopes, all of the hope she had left for her parents were destroyed, shattered, and she went out the parlor. Maria also went out the parlor. She's out here in the portrait right now, as you can see. So yeah, we're continuing off from there. Yeah, that's basically it. Let's keep it going. I think that's it. We're just discussing with Kiria this possibility of 19 person and all that. And we flipped the chessboard. I'm gonna start using that phrase now. Flip the chessboard. Thanks, Kiria. She says that all the time according to Battler. So, and Battler's begun using it too. So you know, I'm gonna start using it now. Maybe if I remember, I'll try to flip the chessboard in future events of this mysterious story. All right, here we go. Oh. Hey, Maria, if it's any consolation, me, the reader, believes in you. I believe you. You're the messenger. Alright? I believe in the witch Beatrice. If it's any consolation, I'm with you. I'm with you. Stop crying. Oh. Anna, hug her. Stop crying. It's okay. Someone's gonna believe you. I believe you. I believe. Bro, those adults are heartless, you know? Look at the state she's in, and they're out there fighting over some business talk. Like, goddamn, nobody even came out here to check up on her or anything. Damn, y'all. Man, I hope Rosa comes here soon and takes care of her. I mean, wow. Or I know me and George, I think, decided that it was best to leave her alone. But, man, I just feel bad for her. And right now, freaking Jessica could be doing the same thing. She could be crying as well, seeing her parents be so, I don't know, the way they are. But at the same time, I do understand where George is coming from. That they're just trying to do, you know, they're just trying to do their thing to help the family and all that, but well, to help their own family. I'm so sorry, Maria. You deserve better.
Toにかく鍵はマリアちゃんが握ってるわ。ベアトリーチェが18人の中にいるのか、19人目なのか、それを知る鍵をね。
Did you see this? I mean, you don't because you're here in the parlor. But have you seen the state she's in? If you go to the portrait, she is in no shape to be telling us information about this 19th person. Not right now. After the way we've treated her, This is not the time to go to her and be like, alright, who was this person? What's happening?
マリアは頑固だぜ。あいつ、へそを曲げるとなかなか機嫌を直さないからな。
George is the only one that could possibly do it. Because George is good with kids.
大人の私より子供のバトラ君の方が機嫌を直せる確率は高そうよ。
This is true. I also agree with that.
彼女の機嫌が直ったら聞いてみて。遺産分配がどうのこうのって話には関心ないけど、こんな王道洋館ミステリーみたいなシチュエーションにはワクワクしちゃわない？
Is that how you think of this, Kiria? You just think this is a classic, awesome Western mystery mansion thing? Clue?
マリアちゃんに手紙を渡した人物は一体誰なのか。知的好奇心がうずくわ。
うんざりするような金の話に付き合わされてもワクワクとは実にタフなことだぜ。大人はすげえや。
I shrugged, exasperated. But I had realized. She had noticed the dejection I was feeling because I overheard our parents' turbulent discussion, and was probably trying to turn my mood around. Well, that's good of her. A good stepmom. She had at least managed to make me feel good enough to hurl abuse. She wasn't my real mother, so I never felt like calling her mom. Well, yeah, but technically still your stepmom, but you treat each other like you're just friends in a way, right? You don't treat each other like your son and parent, which makes sense considering how closer you are in age, especially compared to Rudolph, right? Like I said, I don't know Kiria's exact age, but I think I mentioned this before. How Kiria was at least she looks like she was probably a teenager when Battler was born. Like I'd imagine she was probably like 14 years old or something when Battler was born. So it would be kind of weird to see someone who's only 14 years old and you to call her your mom or stepmom or whatever. So I kind of get it. I kind of get it, and it's a good thing she doesn't feel offended by that or anything. It's a good thing she understands that, right? You know, at the end of the day, she just married my dad, who I feel like my dad betrayed me. Like, I'm talking Battler's perspective here. My dad betrayed me because after my real mom died, or I say real mom, I mean biological mom, died. He decided to marry someone else. But I don't blame Kirie. She just married. She just did her thing. But I blame my dad because he betrayed my mom after she died. Again, Battler's perspective. When I say I'm talking about my Battler. I gotta start calling him Battler rather than I, but I always like calling the main characters in games I play or visual novels I read as I. I did this with Tidus in Final Fantasy X. I did this with Joker in Persona 5. Well, with Joker in Persona 5 Royal, it was much easier because he never talked much anyway. Like, what he did was a direct consequence of what I wanted him to do. So whenever when we're discussing with confidants and stuff like that, when we talk with others, I always pick the choice that not that I would say, but like out of the 3 or 4 choices they gave me, the one I would most likely would say in that situation, even if it's not exactly what I would say. So in a way, Joker was me, literally me. But in this case with Battler, not as much because I'm not running around as Battler killing people in the metaverse or killing fiends in Final Fantasy's perspective, right? So in the least way possible am I Battler. However, ironically enough, to make up for me not playing as Battler in a video game, ironically enough, out of everyone ever, I share the most. I've mentioned this before too. If you've watched all my Umineko playthroughs, but I I relate the most to Battler out of every person. Out of every person in any video game I've played so far, simply because of how uncannily similar our situations are. Well, other than being rich, my family's not freaking rich as hell, but like big vast family, haven't met them in 6 years, or in my case 8 years, and obviously the murder mystery isn't the thing, but it's just the situation is very similar. It's weirdly similar how alike me and Battler are. And getting to meet my family after many years after I grew up and got taller and all that, and then everyone going like, "Oh my God, you've gotten so much taller in the last 8 years! I mean, holy crap!" etc. etc. So in that aspect, very similar. Me and Battler are, but in terms of me playing as him, walking, it's like it is in a video game. Right? I'm not playing as Battler, going in different rooms and talking to people. This is mostly just me reading what's happening. Anyway, let's keep reading. But it did make me think she's a real adult, not like me.
Oh, ガキども、ここにいたのか。
Oh, here we go, moonlit night. Are you done arguing, Rudolph?
キリエも長え化粧直しじゃねえか。
What?
俺も次からは化粧をしてくることにするぜ。
Yeah, go ahead and wear makeup, bro. You're ugly enough for that. That's a joke, y'all.
ごめんなさい。女の化粧は長いのよ。どう？兄弟水入らずの話し合いは。
さぞや和気あいあいとしてるだろうよ。
Come on, man. Hips don't lie. Shakira. Kia's son poked the weak spot under my arm with her elbow.
一度頭を冷やそうってことで小休止さ。こりゃ夜通しになりそうだぜ。
Yep.
泣けてくれ。
His way of talking hadn't changed, but he couldn't completely hide his fatigue. I couldn't say I was sympathetic, but he looked pitiful compared to his normal, energetic self.
しかしひでえ雨だな。
I know, right? I agree. The rain is awful. It makes it so much hard to record. So much harder. If only the rain didn't exist.
ゲストハウスに戻るのも嫌になるぜ。夏日姉さんが屋敷で泊まれるよう準備してくれたらしい。どうする？
We'll stay here and sleep here, okay? We'll do a, Nazi went out of her way to do that. The servants did their thing. Let's just stick them up on their offer, right?
3階になった時に考えてもいいんじゃない？部屋に戻る体力もなくなってたら、その時はお世話になりましょうよ。
そうだな。その時に考えりゃいいか。バトラーはどうする？俺がいちゃお邪魔だろうからよ。気使って向こうに戻るぜ。
Yeah, I'll get in the way of your nice Betty bedroom time. Time to go back to the guest house, I guess. God damn it.
そうか。
Okay, I'm glad you understand, son. High five. Fist bump.
すぐ戻るのか。
I don't know. We gotta take Mario with us first. I need George to see what's happening with him. No, forget George. He'll do whatever. Jessica and Mario are the two big ones right now. We gotta take care of them first. See what's going on with them, and hopefully we can make them, chill out a bit. Calm ourselves a bit, and see what we do from there. I think.
さあな。一人で戻ったって寂しいしよ。
Exactly. So we gotta see what's happening with Jessica and Maria for now.
子供全員で揃って帰ることにするぜ。
Yeah, I agree.
そうだな。
Heading back with the kids. That's what he said, by the way. In case the rain was that bad.
そうするといい。
Yep.
それで、バトラー。お前、今夜はそうは簡単には寝ないだろう。
What do you mean? Oh, because of the whole witch stuff, Beatrice, or what?
多分、いとこたちとおしゃべりしてるだろうからな。
Oh, okay. I guess, yeah.
夜更かししそうな気配はあるぜ。それがどうかしたのかよ。そうか。
Why did he ask that?
もし、大人たちの会議が終わってお前がまだ起きてたら、ちょいと家族でしたい話があるんだ。
Huh? But would you be willing to cross the rain to the guest house?
なんだよ。
A talk with the family. Interesting, Rudolph.
柄にもねえな。
I know it sounds weird. Apparently, Kiryu-san was thinking the same thing. What are you talking about? She asked him in a small voice. It looked like Kiryu-san didn't have a clue about what Dad was talking about either.
キリエにも聞いてもらいたい話だ。
To talk to you about it as well?
後で話すから、今は聞くな。頼む。
Okay. Interesting. Rudolph has more layers to him now. Curious. Look at her face. She's just like, I don't think there's anyone who ignores their family as much as this old bastard. And this was the guy that was asking us to have a talk as a family. Both Kirie-san and I couldn't help but get wide-eyed.
そうビビった顔すんなよ。ビビりてえのは俺の方なんだ。何しろ。
At that point, he swallowed his words for an instant. I don't remember Dad being the kind of person to artificially drum up suspense.
気持ち悪いぜ親父。今家族は全員揃ってるじゃねえかよ。もったいぶらずに言えよ。
Yeah, let us know. We're here. You know, we might die soon, so tell us now while we're all alive.
俺は多分
Probably.
今夜殺されるだろうな。
Am I supposed to laugh? What? Murdered by who? Why? Why would you get murdered? Rudolph. Rudolph. Listen, I don't want my dad to die, do I? I don't want my dad to die. By a sibling? By Cross? By Nazi? By Eva? By Hideyoshi? You're probably gonna get murdered tonight. I know that I asked if I was supposed to laugh or not, but this is... What? Why would you get murdered? And why only you? Well, it might not be just you. Why wouldn't the other people get murdered as well? Your other siblings. If you're gonna get murdered because of this whole discussion about business, wouldn't everyone else get murdered too? For the sake of business? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading, y'all. I'm probably gonna get murdered tonight. Okay. There was a huge crash of thunder. 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 AC/DC is awesome. I love AC/DC. It must have been really close. That expression, brightly illuminated by the lightning, was burned into my eyes. Dad's face, which always looked so sure of itself and which always wore a taunting expression, was, for some reason that I couldn't explain, strangely frail. It was so worn out that he looked like a different person.
Huh?
What?
何言ってんだよ、柄でもね。
She's giggling. Okay, we're taking it well. We're not taking it seriously, as if he's actually gonna die. Seems like.
同感よ。どうしたの？急に弱気ね。あなたらしくもない。
俺も化粧直しに行ってくる。
Haha, funny man.
ついてくんなよ。
Don't follow me. So you're asking to be murdered? Why? Why? You're asking to be murdered at that point. If we stay with you, if me and Kiria stay with you, then they'd have to murder all three of us to be able to murder you. I don't want you to die. What the frick? Why wouldn't we follow you? You literally just told us you're gonna get murdered tonight. Why wouldn't we follow you? Dad turned away weakly. After that, only Kiria-san and I were left, still wide-eyed. Hello? Follow him! If he's gonna get murdered, follow him! Y'all! I'm scared.
なんだってんだ。今夜殺される？まさかあの妙な手紙のせいで親父ビビっちまったのか？連続殺人者の映画の見過ぎだぜ。
Kiria-san didn't answer my light-hearted words. I continued to stare at my dad's disappearing back.
バトラ君はルドルフさんに今話せと言ったら話さず立ち去った。みんなに話すことがあると言い出しながら答えなかった。どうして？チェス盤をひっくり返す。
Flip over the chessboard. Here we go, Kiria classic.
すると
And when you do, when you told Rudolph to talk about it, he left without telling us anything. Even though he said that he had something to say to everyone, he didn't answer you. Why? Let's say I'm Rudolph. Alright, we're Rudolph. Flip over the chessboard. I have something to tell you. When you told Rudolph to talk about it, he left without telling us anything. I'm probably going to die tonight. I'm probably going to get murdered tonight. Even though he said he had something to say to everyone, he didn't answer you. Okay, what is Rudolph thinking? Alright, he's gonna get murdered. I'm trying to flip the chessboard. He's thinking, I'm gonna get murdered by one of my siblings because of this whole business discussion. That way they can gain the most profit, right? That might be what Rudolph is thinking. Here we go. I wanna talk to my kids and my wife. Because this is the last time I'll be able to talk to them, because I'm gonna get murdered tonight because of this business talk. So I have something to say to all of you if y'all are still awake, because that will be my final goodbyes before I die, before I get murdered. Why wouldn't he say anything right now? I don't know. Okay, what's Kiria's thinking? Alright, let's see Kiria's logical reasoning here.
話すと言っておきながら話せない矛盾。
Right. That's a contradiction, right?
なんすかね。親父側から見ると何か見えてきますか？
I'm trying.
ええ、見えるわよ。
What?
話したいことがある。
Yeah, but wants to do it privately, I guess? Without everyone else, who's every other parent here and cousin, etc. Without George, I guess. Is that it?
でも自分から言い出す勇気がない。だから追ってきて俺に話しかけて聞き出してくれが正解ね。
Interesting. So, you're saying that even though he said don't follow me, you're saying that he wants us to follow him. And ask him about it.
ついてくるなも逆の意味よ。ついてきて俺を問い詰めてくれが正解。まったく甘えん坊さんなんだから。
Are you sure?
いや、そういう推理でいいんすか？そんなんめちゃくちゃな。
名探偵や名刑事が男女の気持ちや心を推理できる？できないでしょ？
Guess not.
異性の気持ちを探るのは何次元のトリックを暴くよりはるかに高度な技術なのよ。私に言わせれば名作推理小説より恋愛小説の方がよっぽど難解なミステリーなんだから。
You think? I mean, it's true. It's hard to know what someone is thinking when they love someone. It's hard to know what they're planning or what they're gonna do, right? Because a lot of the times it doesn't follow logical reasoning. Doing something for someone you love, uh, or something is it does not follow logical reasoning. So you can't just go like, alright, let's jump into Rudolph's perspective. His what does he think about the love of his wife and child or whatever? Like, it's hard to do because you don't really know what they're thinking. It's different than murder mystery and stuff. I kind of get what she's saying. Um, hmm. Hmm.
は、はあ、そういうもんすかね。
私はあの甘えん坊さんと一緒にいるわ。普段は虚勢を張ってるけど、今夜はかなりの激論で疲れ切ってる。誰かに寄りかかりたい気持ちなんでしょうね。
Is that what you think? So you're saying that as a wife, you're willing to give him that emotional support for tonight? I see. I'm glad you're supportive. I hate him, so Battler doesn't like his dad, so you know.
それに応えるのがパートナーの役目よ。
I see what you mean. I see. I don't like how you thought about it in logical reasoning. If rather than just thinking about it as a partner, what would you want as a partner right now after this heated discussion?
はあ、そりゃお熱いことで。じゃあ、うちのクソ親父の世話をよろしく頼みますよ。
ええ、任せておいて。
Aye, aye, Captain. As Kiria-san departed, I called out to her.
え？
Huh?
何？
いや、ありがとよって。
Ah.
おかげで陰鬱な気分がだいぶ晴れたぜ。
Hey, would you look at that? Kiria and Battler Bond. Nice. Nice.
ならよかった。コミュニケーションは大事ね。
It's true. That is true. Communication is key. Uh, you know, it's better, especially between family. It's better to just say what you're thinking. Leaving it in the dark because you're scared or don't want to, or for any other reason. It's important to just say, like, I think we should do this, or I think blah blah blah. That's actually really important. I agree. After answering with a wink, Kiria followed after that. Alright, goodbye, stepmom. Good luck. Nazi could be found in the dimly lit hallway. Now and then, the thunder would crash, but this had no effect on Natsu's expression. Her expression was completely worn out. The discussion that had just taken place between the relatives in the dining hall was repeating itself inside Natsu's mind. At death's door. Beatrice had proclaimed in addition to the gold, the headship, and all of the assets of the Ishiromiya family would be given to the person who could solve the riddle. In other words, she planned to undermine the absolute guarantee that Cross, as the oldest brother, had to succeed the family head. Yeah? Originally, the other siblings had absolutely no chance to succeed the head. To them, this proposal by Beatrice was extremely desirable. It was obvious that they would accept Beatrice's proposal. Even without playing clumsy detective games, she knew that this so-called 19th person, Beatrice, couldn't exist. The Natsuhi, you mean, right? Right. So she's Natsuhi is also flipping the table here. No, flipping the chessboard. Sorry. From Kiria's words. I'll never forget them. Kiria's words. I don't know if Kiria's gonna die tonight or not, but I'll always remember them. Flipping the chessboard. That's something we're gonna do this entire visual novel. Let's go. This was a message employing a fictional character called Beatrice as a messenger. It may as well have been written in Kinzo's own handwriting. The proof was that Kinzo remained stubbornly neutral as to that letter's authenticity. He was completely ignoring these reckless claims that he shouldn't be able to ignore, that he had given up the head's ring. Right. Okay. In short, Kinzo had wordlessly admitted that the letter held his own message. You think? You think? Nazi, is that what you're thinking? Really? Most likely, one of the servants had given Maria the letter. Kinzo had probably worked out an elaborate plan where the dress from the portrait would be prepared, and someone, probably Shannon, will be made to wear it and deliver the letter and the umbrella. By doing that, he could make it seem like the witch from the portrait actually existed. No, if anything, that is why you could be certain that Kinzo's behind all of this. In that case, it was just as if Kinzo had butted in on the siblings' private discussion. And by announcing that he would give everything to the person who could solve the riddle, Kinzo had weakened Cross's overwhelming advantage. Right, and Kinzo anyway wanted the siblings to solve the riddle. That's something he wants them to do, because if they do that, then everyone joins this this ritual of magic that he wants to do. I still think Beatrice actually exists and sent the letter though. Now it was certain. Kinzo had listened in on the siblings' discussion in the parlor earlier that day. You think? So he had known how Cross had staved off the attack by the other three. And to make the scales of the battle go back into balance, he had sent out this strange letter which benefited the other three. Eva and Rudolph had dragged Rosa in, who had a weak position among the siblings because of her age, and they were trying once again to overwhelm Cross 3-on-1 and push through their crazy reasoning. And so, they had resumed what had once been a nearly decided conflict and were repeatedly pressing Cross to pay them a large amount of money. Talk about the advance payment, which had been denied once already, was being brought up again under the terms that all of the siblings would guarantee Cross the succession to the family head. Makes sense. Of course, even without the story about the hidden gold, the Ishiromiya family's store of wealth was vast. Just that store was worth more than enough by itself. Even if the hidden gold was buried forever along with Kinzo's death, there would be more than enough to satisfy. Therefore, even if they had no interest in the gold itself, there would be the lifelong fear that, on the off chance that someone found the gold, that person would be granted the position of family head. And this kind of Achilles heel would definitely be taken advantage of by someone sooner or later. The only person with this fatal weakness was the successor to the head, Cross. The other siblings had found, no, they had been told by Kinzo about something that only Cross could lose, and they had thoroughly taken advantage of that. And since it's 3-on-1, right? Since it's 3-on-1, then then it's easier for the three to find the gold than Cross. Cross is only one person. The advantage that Cross has is that he owns the island, but he's been on the island the entire time and stuff with Natsuki and Jessica. That's the advantage Cross has. What the three siblings have is the advantage of being three, so it's 3-on-1, so they can more easily go find the gold and solve the riddle together. Because like we know, three heads think better than one head, and of course, you could argue Cross has Natsu as well, so it's two heads. But all the three also have partners, well, other than Rosa, so it becomes 5-on-2. Yeah, 5-on-2. So even then, 5 heads thinking together trying to solve a riddle will succeed over the 2 people, most likely. But the 2 people have the advantage of knowing the island. Whoever finds the gold gets everything, basically. Let's keep reading. Natsuhi, as Cross's only ally in his painful position, and as his wife, had believed she was fighting alongside him. I want to say one more thing, guys. Since the rain has finally stopped and there's no more textures, this should be fine to read now, finally. Woohoo! I should be having a good time reading. I'm stretching right now. Need to stretch. Okay. Okay. Let's keep reading. Had believed she was fighting alongside him, right, as Cross's only ally. She kept trying to point out to him that the existence of the gold itself was a farce and that there was no need for him to compromise. Cross had always told Natsui. He had told all of the siblings. He had always said that the hidden gold was nothing more than a fiction created by Kinzo. Therefore, Natsui had believed that as his wife, and on that foundation, had supported her husband. Yet her words would not reach him. Even though she was fighting so hard and lending all of her strength, he continued to fight by himself and was trying to compromise with the other 3 siblings. Right, but Cross always keeps going about how if he could do anything to deepen the relationship between himself and the siblings, then he'd be happy to. Now, we could smell the cap from miles away. Cross actually wanted to help the relationship between himself and the siblings. We know he doesn't actually care about that, but there's that. There's that aspect of things. Just want to mention it. Wondering why she could not be of use to him, Natsui felt sorrow, shame, and then anger. I see. It had happened when everyone decided to take a short break to cool their heads. What? What happened? Natsui had flared up against Cross. Oh! Enraged, she had asked why she could not be useful to him. He had told her that he wanted to talk about something and had invited her into one of his private rooms, which she was normally not allowed to enter. What? Is he also gonna say now, I'm probably gonna get murdered tonight? I mean, if Cross gets murdered, then, oh boy, things are gonna go wild, because then the inheritance will go to Eba and Hideyoshi, and then... yeah, that would be something. Here we go. That room had been sealed with a heavy-looking padlock, and just looking at it had given her an uncomfortable feeling. No!
他の3人の言うことも、ベアトリーチェを名乗る不審人物の言うことも、何も気にかけることはありません。
I was hoping for the rain to stop for this entire part, and we could have a mostly rainless part with no frame drops.
黄金など所詮はお父様が生み出したまやかし。それを見つけられることなどあるわけがない。
You think?
あなたが跡継ぎであることは盤石です。何を恐れることがあるのです。
Cross removed the padlock on the door. He then motioned for Natsui to enter.
入りたまえ。
Secret room? Interesting.
何ですか？
What's he planning? Why is he taking her to this private room that is heavily locked?
見せたいものがある。君に初めて見せるものだ。
The way this sounds is very... Like... It's, it's like he's inviting her to some, like... This is gonna sound weird, but it's like he's inviting her to some, like, BDSM crap. Like, he's gonna experiment with her tonight. That's the way he's making this sound like. I'm gonna show you something. I've never shown it to you before. I hope you join with me. Join me on this very eventful night we're gonna be having. Wink, wink. He's got two crests. He's got one on his shirt, undershirt here, and also one on his dress. Interesting. She doesn't have any. But yeah, the way this sounds is like private room. I'm gonna show you something I've never shown it to you before. Heavily locked door. Okay. Alright, Cross, is this how you're going? Is this how you're dealing with stuff? Rudolph with Kirie, he's like he's going he's going like I'm probably gonna die tonight. Cross in the meanwhile is like, I'm probably going to die tonight. But while we're at it, let's have some wild BDSM tonight. Let's go. I don't know, maybe Cross is into that. Let's see. Natsui timidly opened the door with a dubious expression on her face. It was pitch black. Oh. She searched for a witch. Switch for a witch. If you take the S away from switch, it does become witch, to be fair. Ooh, maybe that's the whole point of the switch, is to... Whatever. Alright. She searched for a switch to turn on the lights, but since this was her first time in the room, she didn't know where it was. Cross entered behind her, pushing her in. He pushed her in. And closed the door before making any attempt to turn on the lights. The two were swallowed up by the darkness. He just pushed her in, closed the door. Cross, what are you doing? Is this how you're gonna go out? Like this? Only the sound of Cross locking the door rang out through the dark.
これは何事ですか？
Cross, what the frick are you doing? I was, I was joking about the BDSM stuff, right? Like, what are you actually doing?
明かりは？
The lights.
今つける。
I'm turning it on now.
待ちたまえ。
There's no rain, so this is good. This is good. Y'all can hopefully read this. True to his word, Cross pushed the switch on the wall and a flickering light turned on and lit up the room. These are the same lights that are in the study, right? I guess it's the mansion. The rooms are similar. But at least if I was in a mansion, I'd hope that the rooms didn't look so similar to each other. This looks just like the study in Kinzel's study in his room.
それは？
Natsuya had her breath taken away. The room had no windows, and at a glance, it appeared to be empty. Huh? No windows. In the middle of the room, a small, round table had been set, and the lights brightened only that table as if it were the leading part in a play. What the frick? Cross, what are you on? Laid out on top of the table was a red tablecloth of elaborate design covered with dust. Covered with dust. So maybe it's been a long time since they came here? Since he's been in this room? Another one buys the dust. Dun, dun, dun. Another Queen song from me. And on top of that, something about the size of a grown man's arm had been set down. Ha? Something? That's something took Natsu's breath away. What? Oh! 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 Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh! Oh! It's a gold ingot of incredible purity. Oh, 99.99. Oh my god. What? What? I don't believe it. I don't believe what I'm seeing. The Ushiromiya crest. Oh my god. This visual novel has bamboozled me. Okay. The hidden gold, I kinda knew of its existence. I knew it was probable that it existed, right? What I was not expecting is that Cross was lying about thinking that it didn't exist. He has it, or at least he has one. He's got one. Where did he find it? But does that mean he's got the inheritance? He's found the hidden gold, right? So Cross is getting the inheritance. Why is he worried then? The letter is if anything, the letter is an advantage to him. If anything, the letter isn't a disadvantage to him, I mean. The letter is perfect. He's got the full inheritance. He's gonna get the head. He's got the inheritance. Beatrice is gonna give it all to him. So Natsu's theory about all of this just being Kinto's plan to balance the scales between the three siblings and Cross, it's all it's all void. He's got at least one of the gold. I mean, I think all of the hidden gold is together, unless you're telling me that the gold is all separated around the island, around the mansion and stuff. But this visual novel is playing me for a loop. I truly thought Cross was not this sly. I mean, he was smug and he knew he was sly, but I did not think he had this gold. I did not believe it. I still don't believe what I'm seeing. What? But if Cross has the gold, oh, my brain. Oh, what? So whenever Cross earlier on in the arguments was going like, there's no way this gold exists, it's a bunch of bullcrap, he was just lying, but he seems so confident in his lies. He made me believe in him. So that's when the letter came in, he stopped talking about how the gold couldn't exist, because he knew he had already found the gold. Which means that this whole deal that the three siblings were offering Cross was all kind of valid. He has the gold, or at least one ingot. Or Nugent, if you get that reference, that's nice. But okay. Okay, let's calm down and let's keep reading. Man, okay.
こいつがなければ誰も黄金伝説を信じはしなかった。
It was an ingot of solid gold. Yeah, I see it. It's got the Ishiromiya crest, the one-winged eagle. Even in the faint light, it sparkled with a noble and dignified gold glint.
こいつはまともなインゴットじゃない。
Okay, so now you just see it's all fake. The hidden gold doesn't exist. It's all fake. Or unless you're saying that you forced this ingot, you made this ingot to make them believe in it, to make him believe that, oh yeah, now you gain, the siblings, to make him believe, oh, now you gain the success of the Ushiroma family. Unless that was the whole point of this.
このインゴットを鋳造したのが国内なのか国外なのか、それすらも私にはわからないのだ。
Okay. It takes a high level of skill to make the purest of solid gold ingots. Right. And in order to verify that purity, it is standard to have the original foundry and the name of the bank that guaranteed it imprinted on the gold. So, the Ishiromiya family. However, this ingot did not have that kind of seal. This mysterious gold bar had come from an unknown foundry, the Ishiromiya eagle, one-eyed eagle. Interesting. No, one-winged eagle. Sorry, not one. I kept saying one-eyed because of Tokyo Ghoul, the one-eyed ghoul. You know, it's got me. Alright, one-eyed ghoul, one-winged angel, one-winged eagle. All these one stuff, angel and eagles, is ghouls and all that.
ここを見たまえ。
Yeah, I saw the Ishiromiya crest on it.
怯えることはない。こいつはただの金塊だ。
Natsui, following Cross's words, timidly approached the ingot.
そこだ。
Cross pointed at the surface of the ingot. Natsui concentrated on that section. The crest. Yes, I see the crest. We saw the crest. Come on, get to the point. Right there was the thin imprint of the one-winged eagle crest. Natsui's breath was taken away once again.
そうだよ。
She didn't notice that the first time. I guess it makes sense. I mean, I get a close view of it, and she's kind of like just further away, and it's kind of like dim lighting and everything.
これこそが親父がベアトリーチェに与えられたといい、保証人のマルソーの会長に任意で一つを抜き取らせて持ち帰らせ、財界のフィクサーたちを信用させたという伝説工房に手を尽くして私が見つけた。他の兄弟たちより早くね。
But you only found one ingot? Didn't he have a whole stack, a bunch of ingots, like 10 tons of it or whatever?
そんな。じゃあお父様の黄金伝説は。
It's real. And Cross knew it was real the entire time?
実在する。後ろ宮金蔵が授けられたベアトリーチェの黄金は実在するのだよ。
And Cross knew about it the entire time. In the arguments, the entire time they were arguing. Interesting. I guess, yeah, I should have flipped the chessboard sooner, as Kiria says.
そんな。本当にあるなんて。
I mean, how else would Kinza have gotten this rich? You know, I mean, he needed to gain the trust of those fixers. So Kinzo said it was because of the gold, and I guess it exists. Natsui was shocked. You don't say. Cross had always said that Kinzo's gold was just a fabrication, so she had believed it as his wife. However, the reality was different. He had held definite proof, and had been more certain than any of the other siblings that the legend of the gold was true. Because of this, Cross was deeply frightened at the possibility that someone other than himself would find the gold that he had failed to find, costing him everything. But to Natsui, this truth was more than enough to split open her heart. She had thought that, as Cross's wife, she should be his closest confidant, which was why she had been selflessly supporting him. And yet, he had hidden this fact from her until today. Why? Yeah. She's your wife, and she would you know, so far she's proven to, you know, to always support you. I guess he wanted to remove all sorts of doubt, all sorts of, you know, possibility that one of the other siblings could find out, even if it meant Natsuki. And we've seen how Natsuki could lose her temper, so maybe she'd lose her temper at one point and be like, the gold does exist, and Cross wouldn't want that. Maybe that's why he did that. Maybe that's why he kept it hidden from her.
そこまでに私はあなたの信頼に足りないというのですか。
そういうつもりはない。話す必要がなかっただけだ。
Oh, no need to mention it. Shut up. There was definitely need to mention it. What do you mean? You found proof that the land of the hidden gold is a thing, and now you're saying that there was no need to mention it? Shut up. Of course there was need to mention it.
あなたにとっては妻はその程度のものなのですか。
落ち着きたまえ。劇場にすぐ駆られるのは君の悪い癖だ。
This I can agree with, to be fair. She does become very passionate really easily, which might, again, be another one of the reasons why he didn't tell her about the gold. She becomes very emotional very quickly.
あなたがそうさせてるんじゃないですか。私は後宮家に嫁ぎ、今日まであなたの妻として仕えてきました。あなたのために生まれた家を捨て、身も心も捧げてお仕えしてきました。その報いがこれなんですか。そんなことって。
Nah, I definitely get where Natsu's coming from. Yeah, I get it. Cross grimaced, looking annoyed. His expression effectively communicated how much he disliked this part of Natsu.
私はもうあなたの力になれそうもありません。
それでいい。
What? What is that response?
兄弟のトラブルを私が自分の力で解決する。
Okay, I get that bit, but what do you mean that is fine? What do you mean? What is that how wives and husbands are supposed to be? Of use to each other? Like, we're there. A wife is not a tool to you. Neither is a husband a tool to a wife. What the frick? What? I could no longer be of any use to you. Of use in what? I don't get it. Maybe maybe I don't understand how relationships are supposed to work. But I didn't think about it this way. I just thought, you know, your use with me is, I guess, being a wife / husband. That should be a use. That should be the use, right? To love each other, right? I don't, was there really any use beyond that? I don't get it. Well, obviously, yeah. There's certain expectations you have of each other, sure, but okay. I can understand problems between the siblings. Like, okay, yeah. I mean, he can do that by himself. I get that, but she's still your wife. I mean, like, what do you mean she can't be any use to you? But I mean, at the same time, though, this entire story is just wild. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
君の力は借りん。
I get that. Okay.
違います。
What's wrong?
これは後宮家のトラブルです。確かに私にはこの身に家紋を刻むことが許されていません。でもあなたの妻です。
Yeah.
なのに私には力添えする資格もないのですか。
Again, this is rich family, Ushirome family, the whole thing. So qualified to help you. This is a special case with this family. Normally, though, you know, a wife or a husband doesn't have to be qualified for anything, really. You know, I think that goes outside the point of a relationship, personally, for me. Maybe someone else sees it differently, I guess. This family definitely sees it differently.
君を思えばこそあえて関わらせなかったのだ。これ以上は頭痛に触るだろう。君は今夜はこれで休みたまえ。
she needs more than just a rest. Holy crap. There's a lot going on.
兄弟の話は兄弟でつける。
Well, okay, you're saying the siblings as if Hideyoshi hasn't just been out here talking as well. And he's the one that is the is the CEO of his company, not Eva. So naturally, Hideyoshi has to join the discussion. Kiria understands she doesn't really talk that much with the rest of the siblings.
君は関係ない。それだけだ。
I guess he opened the door, left her out. Is that a good place to end it? Is that a good place to end it? I've been recording for about an hour now, I think. Adult headache tormented Natsui. No matter what medicine she took, no matter what scent she burned, it wouldn't heal. I think that's a good place to end it, you know. It's raining right now, so we're gonna get more bad frame rates at the start of the next part. But hopefully this part with the whole gold stuff didn't have awful frame rates in that aspect. I think that's something we can be happy about. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this part of Umineko when they cry. I enjoyed it, that's for sure. Oh my god. Typically when I have a headache, I just go outside where it's cold. I mean, I live very up north out here, so going outside when it's cold, I go for a walk. Typically just clears out my headache, and then I'll come back home and then like lie on my bed and have a really bad headache. Though that doesn't happen every day, but every so often. So yeah, that's my tip to you, I guess, if you wanna help the headache out. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this part of Umineko when they cry. I enjoyed this one. I had that little twist with Cross knowing about the gold the entire time. Freaking blew me away. I'm not gonna lie, I was not expecting that. I was joking the entire time about BDSM and all that, but that was much more shocking. Honestly, that was more shocking than if he had actually said this. Okay, that's a lie. That's a lie. If Cross went in like BDSM time, that would have shocked me much more than the gold. But still, the gold shocked me a lot. It reminds me of the whole Rihanna song, S&M, I think, or is it SNH? I forgot, but you guys know that song, right? By Rihanna, that very, like, explicit song, which had very adult themes, I'll say. I think it's called SNH, S&M, yeah, no, S&M. Yeah, I was right. I said it right the first time. S&M by Rihanna. 10 years ago. God damn, that song is old. Well, at least how long has Rihanna's been singing since like 2006, right? How old is she? She doesn't look that old. I bet she was like around 16 in 2006 then, surely, right? She does not look like she might have been born in the 80s actually. But she definitely looks. She doesn't look, if she has hit her 30s, she doesn't look like she's like that old. Maybe she just looks good. Maybe she just does a good job of keeping herself looking good and young. Let's see how old she is. 33, 1988, actually. So she was 18 when she started singing, I guess, right? Her first album was like 2006 or something, or 2005. People also search for ASAP Rocky. Well, frick ASAP Rocky. That's her That's her boyfriend, right? I think he's a rapper. I haven't heard many of his songs, but okay. She's born in 1988. Really? I guess that makes sense. Yeah, she was 18. How old was she during Disturbia? Disturbia was 2006 or 2008. It might have been 2008. She might have been 20. 2007? So she was 19. She was as old as me when she made Disturbia? Rah! Damn, that's impressive. I'm always so impressed with people being so young and doing this stuff. Like, I could not imagine myself right now going to a recording studio, going like, alright, I'm gonna make a song called Disturbia, bam 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 bam, and then just filming a whole music video. That's wild to me. She was young, bruh. Yeah, no, she's extremely successful, and she's only 33 still, so she's still got a long life ahead of her. That's nuts. That's nuts. Let's go, Rihanna. Let's go. Um, you know, I don't really know much about ASAP Rocky to comment on him, but Rihanna's cool. Okay, I went really off topic. Right, it's all right. I know why. Okay, now I know how I ended up with Rihanna. I was like, how did I even end up talking about Rihanna? Like, she doesn't have any relations with Nazi, does she? Nah. Yeah, it was the whole BDSM talk and S&M talk. Uh, um, yeah. Uh, like I said, right. This is the end of the part. I completely forgot what was the point. Yeah, I won't be recording any more today, but I have recorded two today. I think that's satisfied. Besides, today is a Sunday, so we'll be getting a One Piece chapter. So I'll be doing another recording today, anywhere later, in about 6 hours. I think whenever the One Piece chapter releases in the afternoon. So this video will actually come out after I record that, because the One Piece chapter I will upload that tomorrow on Monday, but this should come out after that. This video should come out, I don't know, I'm gonna guess Wednesday or something. I don't know, whatever. Yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I have a project to work on in university. I've told you guys this before, so I'm gonna spend the rest of my 6 hours straight up just working on this project. Well, first I'm gonna eat. I'm actually really hungry. I have not eaten breakfast. Funnily enough, you guys can see the time. It's currently 10:30 a.m. I woke up 3 hours ago-ish. Yeah, 3 hours ago. I filmed 2 Umineko parts. I filmed this one and the last Umineko part 3 hours ago. Did not even eat breakfast because I was not hungry, and it's currently 10 a.m. There's some people in the club I'm in university. I've done like some club that are going to bouldering in about 30 minutes. No, wait, in about an hour actually. At noon, we're gonna go bouldering. I was thinking of going with them, but I also have a project. But I love bouldering, so I was thinking of going. I was thinking of going today. Today is a Sunday. Yeah, but I probably can't go because I have to. Yeah, I also have to clean the house. Now that I think about it, I have to clean the bathroom and the floor right here. Right, I'm recording this in my room, and it's a bit dirty. It's been like a week and a half since I last cleaned, so I need to clean the bathroom and stuff. So I think I'll be doing that instead of going bouldering. I think cleaning my house takes priority. I'll try to go next week with them though. Always fun to go bouldering. I've told you guys before about how I went, and I enjoy it a lot. I love going bouldering. So, yeah. It's currently still 10 p.m. in the Umineko world. Yeah. So other than cleaning my house, I think I'll just work on the project for the next 6 hours and record the One Piece video, and hopefully I'll be mostly done with today's work on project, because I have because the project takes several weeks to do, right? It'll be like 2-3 weeks until I'm done with the project. But tomorrow, by midnight tomorrow, I have to be done with this first portion of the project, and because of that, I don't think I'll be recording, other than One Piece video, I don't think I'll be recording any more Umineko today or tomorrow. However, I think I've now pre-recorded enough to suffice for when I can record again on Tuesday. I'll be able to record again on maybe Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday is the next time I think I'll probably record, because Tuesday I also have to do some electrical engineering things so that I can go to Wednesday. Yeah. That has to be the way. I have to do it like that. So yeah, I'm about to go to eat some breakfast, because I have not eaten breakfast even though I've been recording 2 Umineko parts. I hate eating breakfast first thing in the morning because I typically don't have the appetite. So yeah, then I think I'll just clean the house. Why am I telling you guys what I'm gonna do? Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this part of Umineko when they cry. Just go back to the screen. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I hope you guys enjoyed this part of Umineko when they cry. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed reading this. That twist was really cool, was really great. I'll see you guys next Umineko video part. It might be out tomorrow for you guys, but I won't be recording it for a couple days. So yeah, this is the last time real world Amin will meet you guys for a bit. Unless you watch my One Piece reactions. If you're a big One Piece fan, of course, I'm gonna keep doing the reactions. So other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Yeah, peace.